In preparation for new surplus lines regulations, states will be considering whether to join a surplus lines tax allocation compact to share surplus lines premium taxes. Recent activities have called into question whether large states are willing to participate in an allocation compact. But insurance regulatory attorney Richard Brown says it's not important whether states join a compact or not.
The context for interstate compacts and multi-state agreements goes back to home state taxation. Home state taxation means the tax is paid to a single home state. And the other states, the non-home states, have no authority to tax the transaction or regulate it. So Congress, to promote uniformity in forms and procedures for paying and collecting surplus line tax, and I guess for regulating surplus line transactions, has invited the states in a provision of the NRA to form an interstate compact or some other arrangement to reallocate among the states the surplus line tax that is collected by each state in its capacity as home state. There are two forms of arrangements currently under consideration. One is called Slim Pack Light, which is an interstate compact. An interstate compact is something that is recognized by, I believe it's Article 1, Section 10 of the United States Constitution. And the NAIC has created something called NEMA, I believe the non-admitted insurance multi-state compliance agreement, which is supposed to be just a contract entered in by among the states to form a clearinghouse and to reallocate the taxes and perhaps create uniform rules and forms. I know what Slim Pack is. It is an interstate compact. I don't know what NEMA is. I've never heard of it, and there's a lot of questions about what its legal status is. But don't worry about them. We're now in April. The NRA becomes effective on July 21st, 2011. Only one state has adopted anything thus far, and that's Kentucky. New York has rejected entering into a compact. The other states that passed any kind of implementing legislation along these lines are simply authorized either the insurance commissioners or maybe the state taxation department to enter into one or the other kind of agreement. Nobody's done so yet. And frankly, nobody's going to do so. After 7/21, once the states start collecting premium tax in their capacity as home state, the prospect that they're then going to share it with sister states seems extremely remote. So at least for brokers, between now and probably forever, but certainly between now and July 21st, forget about compacts, forget about multi-state agreements. They're not going to be relevant to you. Focus on the things that we've talked about, which are the tax allocation report, drilling on the definition of home state.
More information from Richard Brown on the effects of the NRRA can be found at insurancejournal.com.